Hello guys, Gene here with G Squared Tactical. Got got Trey on the camera. Yeah, it's all right. Listen, it is very cold this morning, guys. It's 26 degrees. Was not the optimal time to be out at the range here today, but we're getting ready to shoot this gun a little bit more. We have already shot it. This is the day that we shot it on, just as proof. 3/7/2023. We put 110 rounds through this gun. So this is the paper that I'm keeping inside of here, just so we know how much we've put through this, because one of the things that they brag about is the fact that you can put 1,500 rounds through this gun without having to clean it and without having any reliability issues whatsoever. I'm a skeptic by nature. I want to find out if that's true. It's typically not something I do to put that many rounds through a 12 gauge in a relatively short amount of time, but each time Trey and I come to the range, we're going to put another 100, 120, how much ever our shoulders will handle that day. That's how many we're going to put through it in our effort to get to 1,500. Now, I am going to talk a little bit about some things I like, maybe some things I don't like, but first we'll just kind of tell you a little bit about this gun. This gun was designed for competition, and it was designed to win competitions. Inside of the 940 JM Pro, you'll find a durable gas system, nickel boron coated internal parts for smooth operation, competition level loading port, elevator and follower, outside an adjustable stock, and a streamlined fore-end, sport signature Mossberg texturing, and it has a host of functional components that work together to give you competition optimized speed, accuracy, and durability. You can get this in a 5-shot or a 10-shot. Both, I have found, have this extended magazine tube on there, but one of them, I think they call it the Canadian version or whatever, has a plug or something inside of the tube that cannot be removed. This only for 5 shots. So you got to be very, very careful, because I almost bought one that had the Canadian tube on there that would not allow you to shoot more than 5 rounds, which sucks. That's not what I wanted. So I wanted the 10 shot. So you can get a 5-shot, 10-shot. Obviously you got this one with the gray, black, and the gold highlights, and they also make one that's also the 940 JM Pro. That is a camo version of this. So this foregrip and your stock will be camo. I'm not really a big camo guy. I really like the look of this. Of course, it is a 12 gauge. It does have a cleaner running gas vent system with, as I mentioned, the longer cleaning intervals. Unlike an inertia driven system that you see on most of your Benelli's, and I think Gerson and a lot of other people's copied it now since Benelli's patents ran out. So, and I will say this, having already shot this gun, that the recoil is way more manageable and way less than that of an inertia driven system like your Benelli's. It does have adjustable length of pull and drop, so it comes with all of the I took some of the extensions, or some of the spacers, if you will, out of the stock here. There was, I think it came with 3 in here. Maybe it was only 2, I can't remember, but I did remove one of them to kind of shorten it up a little bit for me, made it a lot easier for me to shoot. But again, it does come with all of the stuff that you need to adjust your length of pull, and also your drop left or right. I have it set up for me right now. Maybe at some point we'll do a video on how to do that. It's really easy, nothing difficult about that at all. It does have the Briley extended choke tube set that comes with it. Also comes with one in the gun. And it does have a quick empty magazine release button for easy unloading, and a quick, a drilled and tapped receiver, as you can see here, if you did want to put some type of a rail or optic or sight system or something up there. With the fiber optic front sight that you see on here, I don't really see the need for that. It picks up very well. Trey and I was shooting this last week at the range, and we had no issues whatsoever with the reliability, although at this point, or I'm sorry, accuracy, but at this point we're just trying to shoot for reliability and also to see if it actually will run 1,500 rounds. It does have an ambi top mounted safety, of course. I guess it's what we call ambi. You know, it's at the top, you know,
right.
Ambi, you know, top mounted, you know. And like I mentioned, it does have the green fiber optic front sight, the high vis sight, and it did come with some extra red, green, if you wanted to change that out, or at least mine did. All of that, again, leads to adjustable length of pull, superior durability, clean running system, and is built for quad loading. Again, it was built for competition shooting. So Trey and I are not competition shooters, so of course that's not what we'll be doing with it. Again, I was going to use this for home defense. Well, one of my home defense options in one of the rooms. And you know, and I would like to maybe try to shoot some skeet with it one day when me and Trey gets out to the larger range that we go to. I would love to try to shoot some skeet with this. I know it's not necessarily what it was designed for, but I would definitely like to do that. Again, it is 12 gauge gas operated, semi-automatic. It is a 9+1 in your 2 3/4, and I think it's a 7 or 8+1 in your 3-inch. It does have a 3-inch chamber. It does have the vented rib up here, as you can see. And this is the 24-inch, well, they're all 24-inch, the JMs are, and is a matte blued on the barrel and the magazine extension or tube extension. This is some type of a gray here. I'm not really sure. I couldn't find any information. I think it was I did, but I can't remember right offhand what the color gray this was. But again, like I said, you can get it in a camo. It does come with the Briley choke system. It does come with some extra chokes. The length is 44.75 overall, and you can adjust the length of pull all the way down to 13 inches, all the way up to 14.25. And the weight on this is 7.75 pounds, so it is very, very light. Now, talk about some of the things that I liked about it, which was a lot. Just first off, right out of the gate, just these these gold hints on here. So the charging handle, and then your trigger, your safety here. Of course, you got your little, you know, cute little gold ring around your choke there. So aesthetically, I just loved the way that the gun looked. Now, and of course, like I said, Trey and I have shot this gun, and the way that it managed recoil, I could not be more happy about. Okay, but one thing that I didn't like about it is I didn't have a way to attach a sling to this gun. It had the sling attachment here at the rear of the stock, but there was nothing up front here. I mean, literally nothing. There was literally no way. Someone made something you could put right up under here, and it would stick way out here that you could, you know, latch a sling to. I didn't really like that setup. It was very expensive. I didn't like how that went. So I was able to find these. So this, I was able to find this barrel clamp here from Nordic, right? So all of this came from Nordic. So we got the barrel clamp, and I'll have Trey, I'll send him the links to the Nordic barrel clamp. I'm trying to think what so I put this, well, of course I got the rail on here, and then I've got the single point attachment on the other side. These were 3 different pieces. So we got the barrel clamp, the single point attachment for your sling, and then a little rail over here if you wanted to put you know, say flashlight or something along that. But there's this silicone protector as well. I don't know if you can see that or not, but it's a little, I don't know, what would you call that, orange, gray, red, something like that, underneath the barrel clamp to keep from scratching it up. One thing I do like about it is that this tube will come loose and slide right out of there without you having to continuously take the barrel clamp on and off. So I can take this tube off and take this gun partially down, should I say, without. So what I'm basically saying is I don't have to continuously take this thing on and off. But Trey and I was out here at the range. We put, as I mentioned, we did put 110 rounds through this gun so far, and this didn't budge. I was really concerned about having maybe not torqued it enough or something like that, and it moving around, scratching the crap out of the gun, but it did not move. It stayed in place. Couldn't be more happy with that. So far, we couldn't be more happy with its performance. It did run 110 rounds very reliably, and as I mentioned, couldn't be more happy with that. So anyway, just want to kind of talk a little bit about this thing. I know we did not get deep down into the internals of this gun. Just kind of wanted to give you an overview on it, tell you some things I did and didn't like, maybe some accessories that I added onto this, like the Nordic barrel clamp with the pick rail here, the single point attachment for my sling, and also if you're worried about it scratching it up, get you a little silicone protector there. You'll be very happy with that. Anyway, there it is. We're gonna get out here and we're gonna shoot this thing a little bit. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you have this gun, anything you know about it, problems, experiences, things that you really like about it, maybe something we didn't mention, any questions you have. We try to keep these things, these tabletops, as short as possible because we lose people's attention when we don't do that. So yes, there's things that we left out, there's things we didn't mention, but if you have any questions about them, we can certainly answer them. Just ask. We'd love to communicate with you guys. Follow us over on Rumble. Trey will put a link up for that. And make sure you hit the thumbs up and subscribe here. We appreciate you guys watching today. Thanks.